now let's talk about Peacemaker Season 2. So, I have not really reviewed Peacemaker Season 1. Didn't really like Season 1, but if this video does well, and if you guys want to hear my thoughts on Season 1, I would be more than happy to, redo it. But yeah, Peacemaker Season 2, for those who do not know, is of course about Peacemaker. He basically, there's like three sort of like main plots that I would probably specifically want to sort of talk about. So there is the main one with Chris. He basically discovers an alternate universe where his brother lived, and his dad actually seems to be a rather nice guy. And he's like, oh, this place is perfect. Amelia Harcourt likes me, my brother's alive, my dad's nice, I want to live here. Of course, Amelia is sort of struggling because she sort of became unemployed post Season 1 and is now struggling with that fact. And of course, Rick Flag Sr. realized or learned in between seasons that Peacemaker was the dude who killed his son, Rick Flag Jr., during the events of Suicide Squad in Corto Maltese. So now Rick Flag Sr. wants to kill Peacemaker. And yeah, this season I really actually liked it. I liked it a bit more, maybe a lot more, than Creature Commandos. I did most certainly find this enjoyable. There were some jokes that actually made me laugh, quite a few of them. I really did like the story that they were trying to tell. I think John Cena has proven himself a good actor and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I really did enjoy this season, what this season, attempted to do. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like I said, I really enjoyed this season, what it's trying to do and stuff like that. I think it's really funny. And yeah, I think the performances are actually really strong from basically everyone involved. I was very surprised by that. And I always mention that, And I will say that sometimes I think actors kind of phone it in sometimes. So I feel like it's important to point out when actors are actually doing a good job, because I feel like sometimes actors just, in this day and age when it's more about how attractive you are and not the merit of your acting, I feel like it's impertinent to sort of point out oh, this person's actually good, because sometimes it's just how attractive you are, or if you know somebody, But yeah, I think everybody did a good job. I especially was surprised by Economos. I don't really remember liking him all that much in Season 1. He's really good here. Amadeus and Vigilante most certainly are fun. Vigilante is very much an autistic character and is funny in that way. And yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the season. I really like the Keith actor, even though I've never really had a strong opinion of that actor. I really liked what they did with Keith and stuff like that. And Robert Patrick, who plays Augie, has a really great moment in episode 7, which is the penultimate episode of this whole season. And I will just say, episode 7 is definitely my favorite episode from this season. I think that really was written well, it was directed well, and acted well. It was really good. Even though the surprise cameo was a bit disappointing, but thankfully I knew about it ahead of time. But no, I really did enjoy ultimately what this season did. I like it. James Gunn talked a lot about how this show is going to have big ramifications for the DCU, and I did sort of wait to watch it. I didn't watch it week to week really. I waited to watch it, and I did enjoy it. I found myself thoroughly enthused. And I do think that the finale specifically does have some sort of, it's very interesting where they're choosing to maybe take certain things. But if you didn't really like Season 1 of Peacemaker, I do think you could skip Season 2. But yeah, Season 2 is, I think, in my opinion, personally, better in season 1, but granted, I haven't seen season 1 since it came out, and I don't really remember it. But yeah, I really liked this. I thought it was, like I said, fun and stuff like that. Complaints, just some of the humor didn't really land. I think that was kind of a problem with season 1. There was a lot of humor that just didn't like land for me, and I also didn't really like some of the characters. Like, I do think that they do a better job with Amelia, making her likable, especially since she is supposed to be like the actual like love interest of this show. They did a better job at like writing her. I think Economos is actually like a lot funnier than in the last season. Like, Economos is, I don't know, like they made him like a coward, and I think that really like kind of helped his character and stuff like that. Is like, oh, let's just like make him like a coward or whatever, and that was really fun. I really liked the actors who played, like I said, like I think, like, honestly, from a guy who didn't really enjoy season 1, I think that they basically made every character likable, and that sort of propels you to like want to see what happens to them, you know, because like, oh, these characters are likable, I want to see, you know, where they're going, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So like that really like helped. And yeah, like, I don't know, it just make your characters likable, I guess, is sort of like the main, I think, takeaway. And yeah, like, I think these characters ultimately were likable. And I would, granted, there's no plans for season 3. I imagine that probably will change. Who knows how the ratings went for this show, but I imagine if the ratings are good, and I feel like the buzz has overall been positive, I can understand why certain people were maybe a bit disappointed by the season finale. I most certainly, I found it to be maybe not exactly what I would have expected, but enjoyable enough that I think that it's a pretty good, like I said, I recommend season 2. Just give season 2 a chance if you didn't really like season 1. But yeah, and of course I just died trying to say that guy. Yeah, no, I liked it and stuff like that. Like I said, there's just some problems that I have. Is like some of the humor I just didn't really like. There were some jokes like in the early episodes that like I didn't really enjoy. I didn't really. I think, like, for example, like Michael Rooker's character was supposed to be funny in like a dark way, and I didn't really appreciate like that kind of humor. And there were like just some other things, like there's some like sexual and like just like language jokes that like I just didn't really enjoy. But if the worst thing about your comedy series is that I didn't think all the jokes were funny, I think you're in like decent enough shape and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said, it's recommended, most definitely. And yeah, comment below, let me know, what did you think about this show? Did you love it? Did you hate it? All that kind of fun stuff. And of course, as always, remember that God made you special. He loves you very much. I'd love to hear from you. God bless, and I love you. And always choose peace.